This here's a post on X from that umbrella guy, and it's about the politics Amber's fanbase is getting into. It's not my favorite topic, but as you know, there's a war going on between Israel and Palestine, if you want to put it like that. A conflict. But honestly, that's not really what we're getting into here. What we're getting into here is the Amber fan base and how they're now against each other and not just respecting each other's opinions and Amber's opinion and moving forward like the Johnny community does. Because I don't see any infighting about this in the Johnny community. Obviously, there are people on both sides because Johnny's got like 50 million fans or something. Now, I'm sure some of them fight here and there about things. But in Amber's community, it seems like a thing. So that umbrella guy says, Amber Heard simps are having a meltdown because Heard is a Zionist. They're blaming Eve Barlow, accusing her, saying she controlled her social media and dragged her into a cult. It's awesome to see them eat each other. Yeah, like I said, they're fighting each other, and it shows their true colors, in my silly little opinion. So this person here, MeridCU, says, for people pretending to care about Palestine so they can drag Amber, by the time she liked those posts that Eve made, she didn't even control her socials. And how do they know, anyway? Eve Barlow did. Amber's not a Zionist. I beg you all to leave this woman alone. Every time she breathes, she gets hate. Well, that's her fault for the mistakes she made in the Washington Post. But we know about that. Just saying, it's her fault. I digress. So this person here is accusing people of faking support for Palestine to drag Amber. I don't know about that, man. That's a effing stretch. It's a serious issue. Most people don't want to put a serious word out there and stay neutral, I think. So to think somebody would risk their reputation, losing friends, having infighting, even possibly isolating family members, it's a real serious thing, to drag Amber? I don't think so, man. Would you actually express such a serious political opinion just to drag an actress? Not buying it. And here it is a little bigger. I should have read this one. But anyway, let's keep going. So Becky says she's promoted from cutting her food and carrying her bags to handling her social media. Congrats to Eve then. I just want to know how they know that Eve did that. I don't think there's a sure way to know. And Screamer Van Gogh says Amber Heard vacations in Israel where Eve cuts up her meat for her before Amber kicks her to the curb, but they think Amber's a victim with no agency and the mean Zionist stole her social media. They infantilize mother so much it's third-party embarrassing. But in the end, who really knows what's going on between her and Eve? Do they talk anymore? Obviously, Amber did go to Israel. She was in a bookstore there. I made a video on it a long time ago. And by the way, I don't think she's been back there since this conflict started. But again, the whole thing to me is her fans fighting each other over it. It's not really about what she does. And to be honest, a lot of things I report on that are reported on aren't directly about Amber anymore. They're about her fan base. Delusional fools. The Amber's a Zionist argument is making me so effing angry. I can even join the discourse, and you all know I love fighting. I have so much to say, but it's making me too mad to even speak on it. You have now made another hate train for an abuse victim. Congrats. And this person shuts off their comments. What a surprise. You can see down there who can reply. Only people that are mentioned or this person follows. Gotta give that a thumbs down. Let people say what they want. Be an adult about it. And hear it out. Heardstain's gonna Heardstain. Actress Amber Heard spotted vacationing in Tel Aviv. But from 2022. So I'm not even sure what they're fighting about because they don't have recent news to go on. Recently, Amber's been in Spain. As far as we know, she hasn't left. So they're fighting about speculation from years ago and putting ripples in their community. Good job, Amber fans. We won't take a note from that. And Rumor Control says they always turn on each other in the end, which is an old phrase about social justice warriors. And it's true, because they're so picky about every little thing, someone's gender, sexuality, race, that eventually something that people in their community do pisses them off and they fight together. That's what's happening here. They're so sensitive that posts and things from 2022 are getting to some of them. but it's not a surprise they're fighting. Both of these groups of people are evil in different ways, let them tear at each other. Yep, pretty much. They want to fight it out? Okay. I am not getting involved. Well, I'm making this video, but I'm not really actually getting involved as far as taking sides. And Magara says with some emojis here instead of words, which I think I figured out, love how they're still trying to make their queen a victim, laughing out loud, Eve can control Amber, basically as a question. Probably what I was questioning, can she actually control Amber's social media? Technically, I don't see why Amber would let her though. Weird, because wasn't it Eve cutting Amber food in Israel? Wasn't it Eve who carried Amber bags? And wasn't it Eve who picked up Amber's child off the floor because she had wine in her hands? Now who's controlling who? Again, speculative, but I gotta agree, I think with the point she's making that there's really no way to know who is controlling what account. If there is, I missed it. Enlighten me in the comments, maybe some proof came out that I was unaware of. And Tanya says it's like they have no direction in life and just flail around like maniacs, not just about this thing, but in general. Yeah, pretty much. And Bertie May says, I believe if Eve isn't paid off well to keep quiet, she will flip in a heartbeat. Possible. But Eve is very tied up in this conflict, so I don't think she'll be talking about Amber for a long time now. They always twist things and try to make AH look innocent of any wrongdoing, it's so pathetic. And James agrees that those types often turn on each other. And I think so too, and we can see it. By the way, should have mentioned earlier, this is pretty new from January 10th or 9th or something like that. When I clipped it out, it was 9 hours old. So thank you, Tug. If you're not subscribed to Tug's channel, go right ahead. You probably know who he is. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.